Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to the cardio and core exercise. So for this workout, we're going to want the tension toner workout bar. We're also going to want the handle attachment, but don't clip it on yet, okay? So we're just going to have that laying on the side. Then you also want the lightest band that we have because it's more just trying to get our heart rate up and not necessarily, building muscle in this type of workout, okay? So it's really racing our heart rate and getting a good cardiovascular workout in. So you want the light band as well as the tension toner door anchor. So what we're gonna do, usually we loop the band through the door anchor. We're not gonna do that for this exercise. For this exercise, we're gonna clip the bands, so both ends of the bands to the door anchor. So it's gonna be just like that. We're gonna then put the door anchor at the bottom of the door. And so now it's creating a loop. So you see that little loop there? We're gonna go on the floor and we're gonna have our feet, or our 1 foot through the band there. And what we're gonna do, we're getting into position right now and we're gonna do a leg up. So with our backs on the floor, we're coming up, having tension in the band, right? All throughout the exercise. So we're not stretching the band out too much. Again, you want it to be, you want to have that tension as you're going up and on the downward portion of the movement. And so you're coming out up about 45-degree angles with your foot, okay? So your leg's going to be at a 45-degree angle, and you're really going to feel this in your quadricep muscle. It's stabilizing everything. And so it's really firing a lot of your muscles to help keep that in a straight line as you're coming up and down. You're not going to the side, you're not going anywhere else, but up and down. And so, it doesn't matter if your other leg is, bent or not, it really doesn't matter. And you could even, if you want it to be a little bit easier, you could come up and down this way. So if it's a little challenging to get 45-degree angle, your legs will be, won't go as up doing it that way. So now, we're gonna do an ab retraction. So I'm just gonna shift my mat this way. And so we're gonna have both feet through the handle, through the looped resistance band. And we're just coming up, just crunching into our stomach, all right? And again, if you need to adjust, you can move back to get a little more tension. But again, it's not necessarily about doing it at a high weight for this, for today, because we've been doing that all week. And so just for these exercises, we really just want to get a little bit of resistance, but it's more, we're going to have it's going to be a long workout. So you want to make sure that you have more gas in the tank for these exercises. About 10 seconds left. Again, crunch up toward your stomach. Excellent. Very good. And now we're going to switch legs, okay? So if you were working out your right leg, you're going to now work out your left leg. I'm not going to work out my left leg because I don't want to have my back toward you, but essentially you would just have this position here and then do the exercise. But I'm going to do it on the same leg so that we could do it together. So again, come up and down. And again, this is the way I like to do it. I feel a little bit more in my quadriceps, but you're still going to get a great workout by doing it this way. So don't worry, whatever way you do the exercise, it's fine. And don't necessarily worry if you're not doing it one way or the other. So just really maintain that proper straight line with your foot, coming up to about 45 degrees and then coming down. Very controlled motion though, right? You want to still maintain, you don't want it to be going all over the place. So maintain the control, less than 5 seconds. Very good, guys. We're gonna get into position for the ab retraction. And again, or reverse crunch, whatever you like to call it. But again, we're really just making sure that your feet are coming up simultaneously. We're getting a little bit of resistance there as well, especially at the top of the movement. These are light. I mean, it's a light band. If you guys want to play around with a heavier band, you could do that, but honestly, I recommend just going with the light weight for these exercises. But it's up to you. If you're feeling a little more daring for some of the ab workouts and you want to go up in a higher weight, then do so. But as you'll see further in the exercise, you're going to get a little more fatigued than you typically do in terms of, there's a lot more cardio with this workout. So that's where I want your emphasis to be today. It's more on the cardio aspect. And I'm telling you, your core is going to get kicked up too. So the handle attachments are off the bar. And again, we're going into the jumping jack. So about 2 seconds, we're going to get started and up. And as you're pressing up over your head, your legs are spreading apart. And if you guys need to not pull the bar apart because you can't, just keep the bar at rest and press over your head. So just like that, and just press over your head and do the best that you can do. Excellent job, guys. My arms are kind of spent actually, so I'm not pulling the bar apart right now. But you know what? Another 5 seconds, I'm gonna finish the workout strong and I'm gonna start pulling the bar apart. So right about here, there we go. Increase that intensity, right? Excellent. About 10 seconds left. Very good, guys. Awesome job. All right, so for the next exercise, we're doing a high knee push. So what that's gonna look like is we're gonna jump and our knee's gonna come up, right? And then we're gonna come up to the other side. So basically, boom, boom, 1, 2. Again, from the side, you'll see. So you're basically hopping on your foot at the top of the movement. So you're pushing out. There you go. See how I'm doing it? You guys will get the hang of it and it'll start to feel a little more fluid. So again, push and your knees coming up to your chest. Very good, guys. Pull the bar apart if you can. If you can't, have it at rest. 30 more seconds to go. High knees. Good. Really, again, this is cardio and core, right? So getting that heart rate up, really working our cardio. 12 seconds, 10. Excellent. High knees. Great. All right, coming back on the floor. Okay, so now we're gonna grab our tension toner workout bar. And if you have to pause the video just to set this up, we're gonna have the handle attachment set up as a wide grip position, okay? So just like you see here. And then we're gonna take the door anchor, okay? We're gonna unclip the band and we're gonna loop it through, let's say loop it through the number 1. It really doesn't matter where you loop it through, but then we're gonna position this at let's say about 4 inches up from the floor, okay? So you want the door anchor to be on the side of the door about 4 inches up from the floor. And then we're gonna clip on the bands, okay? So we're just gonna clip on the bands here. And now we're doing a row. So it's more, again, we're not, for this exercise actually, I didn't mention this, we're not pulling the bar apart. We're actually gonna have the bar slanted slightly. And what this is doing, and you can come back a little bit. As you see, I'm kind of going with the motion. This is more just to get your heart rate up. And it's not necessarily about doing just like really, like a heavier weight or pulling the bar apart. Again, this is gonna get your heart rate up during these workouts. That's the goal here. We're gonna increase our cardiovascular capabilities and get that heart rate up, all right? Breathe, and we're coming back a little bit. So as we're coming back, again, this is like mimicking a rowing machine that you see at the gym. And as we're coming back, we're trying to keep your abs tight so that you can like maintain your stability. Your back is a little bit, that your back is like straight, right? You don't wanna come all the way back or like, bend forward. You want good form, proper form, slightly bending back, firing those, and when I say bending back, I mean, pulling back here so that you stabilize your core and you're involving a lot of your core muscles here. And again, don't worry about, the weight here. We're just really trying to go for speed and proper form here. And you don't have to squeeze like we typically talk about. None of that here. This is mainly a focus on getting that heart rate up, increasing core stabilization, and getting, again, just working on your cardio. And even though we're not pulling the bar apart, you're probably still gonna feel fatigued, especially after, working out this week. So just do the best you can. If you need to take a break, and then get right back into it. But again, just have it at a more comfortable position. I have, the bar bent a little bit just so I can get into the position that works for me. If you guys like, you can keep the bar straight, but just don't pull the bar apart, okay? So you have about 10 seconds left. Breathe. Very good, guys. 2, 1, excellent. Okay, so now we're gonna take just the handle attachments off. You're not gonna unclip the band, just take the handle attachment off. And we're gonna do jumping jacks, okay? So, about 2 seconds, we're gonna get started and up. And as you're pressing up over your head, your legs are spreading apart. And again, if you guys need to not pull the bar apart because you can't, just keep the bar at rest and press over your head. So just like that, and just press over your head and do the best that you can do. Excellent job, guys. My arms are kind of spent actually, so I'm not pulling the bar apart right now. But you know what? Another 5 seconds, I'm gonna finish the workout strong, and you're gonna start pulling the bar apart. So right about here, there we go. Increase that intensity, right? Excellent. About 10 seconds left. Very good, guys. Awesome job. All right, shake it out. And we're going into the high knee pushes, just like before. Again, if you need a break from pulling the bar apart, just keep the bar at rest and push. So again, knees coming up, you're pushing out. Again, ramping up that heart rate. Excellent job, guys. You're doing fantastic. I know these are challenging and it's not easy to keep the bar pulled apart, but do the best you can. If you need a break, just, break from pulling the bar apart before you stop the workout. 10 more seconds to go. Fantastic. Excellent. All right, going back on the floor. Okay, so now we're coming back on the ground and we're gonna do the rows again. So you wanna take your handle attachment, clip it to the outer portion of the bar so that, because again, we're gonna have the same grip as before. And then we're gonna get in position here. So, again, just lean back slightly, but keep those abs tight. Keep your back straight and lean back with the motion, okay? And again, you could make it a little bit quicker now. Just like you were doing, as if you were doing on a rowing machine, right? So you wanna kind of have like an explosive movement here. Just keep that cardio up, keep your heart rate up. We're really working on our core here as well, stabilizing our muscles. Very good, guys. And if this is too fast for you, if the pace I'm going at is too fast, go at your own pace. Again, this isn't a competition. You're not, don't keep up with me or don't try to outpace me. Go with what you think is the best for yourself. But really, the goal here is to increase just our heart rate. We're trying to get our heart rate up, increase the cardiovascular benefits of our workouts, and rowing exercises are fantastic. And again, we're I didn't mention this, but it's kind of a given that even though we're not using a high weight, we're activating our back muscles here. So, we're getting our pulling muscles involved as well, but we're not pulling the bar apart. Again, the bar is not being pulled apart. And to adjust your comfort level at any time, just make sure you're on a cushion, a mat, a towel, something that's going to support, support your buttocks and like the lumbar. You don't want any tension back there, unnecessary tension. So, the mat I have is fantastic. It's a standing mat, so it's very cushioned and it feels great. If you don't have something like that, again, a pillow would do just fine. Any type of mat that you have laying around the house that's like a cushioned mat, then that's great. So just about 40 seconds left, guys. Excellent. And don't worry, we're done with the rowing exercise after this, but just focus on maintaining that proper form, keeping your abs tight, right? We want to keep those abs tight. And then we're just leaning back a little bit, not like we're not coming all the way back here, just a little bit so that you could get into like a little rhythm here. 10 seconds left. Very good, guys. Okay, we're gonna get into position for an ab exercise. So here, we're gonna keep the same band on, right? And we're actually gonna have we're gonna hold the bar just like this, and we're coming up and down. And so we want tension about like right here on the bar. All right, we don't want to kill it because again, this is a lightweight. So if you can come up, the more you can come up, the better. But even if you go down here, just there, that's perfect. That's perfect. So don't worry about coming far up. If you could pull the bar apart here, then do it. If not, don't worry about it because the focus is mainly on our core. All right, so again, if you can pull the bar apart a little bit, then do so. But if not, don't worry about it because I know your arms are probably spent from the week of working out, right? So if you can come up here, that's amazing. All right, so now we're gonna take our handle attachments off and we're going to, let me just reset that clock here and let's do that here. So we're keeping the bar pulled apart on this exercise and we're crunching our legs in toward our chest. So exactly how you see here, very, very easy, right? So it's a nice movement here. You're getting a nice stretch on the downward portion, getting your abs involved. Your core is firing at all different cylinders as you're coming down and up. And again, as we're coming up with, as we're coming up with the bar, right? So over our head, you're elongating your ab muscles because you're coming down here and you're also reaching back a little bit, all right? So it's really strengthening and lengthening our core muscles. 5 seconds. Very good, guys. All right, so now for this exercise, it's called a kayak, okay? So we're gonna pretend that we're kayaking, all right? We're going down your, a river. Do you live by a river? Do you live by the ocean? Wherever you are, just visualize that you're kayaking in your favorite place. And then if you guys feel comfortable with this and you want to make it a little more challenging, lift up your legs and go from side to side. This is a lot more challenging. So don't worry if you can't do it right now. You're gonna build your way up to doing those workouts. So again, you're coming side to side. This is more challenging when you're up off the floor. You see how my legs are swaying a little bit back and forth? That's how you want it if you're doing it in that position. If not, just stick to this. Just right here is fine too. You're working your obliques here, so the side of your core, and so it's fantastic for that. So 2 seconds. All right, we're breaking here, and then we're gonna go into Superman extenders, okay? So you're gonna have the bar out in front of you, so you want enough room here. And what we're doing is we're just keeping this position and we're pulling back and forth on the bar. So our legs are up off the floor, our chest is up off the floor, and we're having our arms extended and just pulling the bar, just like that, as fast as we can and as hard as we can. About 35 seconds to go. Just like that, guys. Excellent. 25 seconds. Listen, I know this is a killer workout. It is very tough. Your shoulders are probably on fire, but trust me, you got only 15 seconds left. This is gonna be a fantastic benefit for you guys. Not even 10 seconds left. Excellent job, 3, 2, 1, and you're done, guys.